Hello everyone, and welcome to the Milesight tutorial video. In this video, we will guide you step by step on how to configure your VS321 device using Bluetooth. First, press and hold the multifunction button of VS321 for 3 seconds to enable Bluetooth. The slow flashing of the LED indicator means Bluetooth is enabled. Second, download the ToolBox app on your phone and switch the default mode to Bluetooth mode. Click the Bluetooth button at the bottom of the home page. List of connectable devices will pop up. Check the Bluetooth connection name of your device. You can find the Bluetooth name of your device on the back of the product. For the first-time connection, you will need to enter the default Bluetooth password 123456. After entering the password, the system will prompt you to set a new password for the current device. Once set, you can access the main product configuration page. The top section of the page displays your device's basic information and the current battery level. The detection data section displays the current occupancy status or people counting data. The layout changes based on your function settings. It also shows the current environmental temperature, humidity, and illumination data. To proceed with configuration, click the Setting button to enter the device configuration page. Now for the most important part, drawing the specific region we want to monitor. This is where we tell the sensor exactly where to look. Before we begin drawing the detection area, we need to select the detection function. You can change the detection function by clicking on Detection function. In people counting mode, the device can count the total number of people in the detection regions. In desk occupancy mode, the device can detect every region's occupancy status. Let's first demonstrate the detection region drawing in people counting mode. Click the Edit button next to Detection region to enter the drawing canvas. The detection accuracy is highest within the green area. It is recommended that ensuring the detection area is within the green frame. Click Add below the canvas, then drag vertices to draw your detection region. You can draw up to 10 region. Click Yes to save the setting. Return to the home page. Click Refresh on the Bluetooth connection page. The people counting data displayed on the home page will be updated. The device will count the total number of people across all detection regions. Now that we have demonstrated the people counting mode, next, we are going to show you how to draw the detection region for the desk occupancy mode. Click Detection function to switch the detection function. Please notice that switching this function will clear all previously drawn detection regions. Click the Edit button again. In desk occupancy mode, regions are strictly prohibited from overlapping. If regions overlap, the boundary will turn red, prompting you to adjust. Additionally, lines cannot cross. Return to the home page. Click Refresh on the Bluetooth connection page. The desk occupancy data displayed on the home page will be updated. Apart from the detection zone drawing capability, the ToolBox provides various other device configuration settings. Let's explore them. First, choose the reporting mode. On the dot means the device reports at exact time intervals, like 0:10, 0:20. From now on means the device starts reporting immediately and continues based on the set interval. Next, set the reporting interval, which is how often the device sends data like occupancy and environmental status to the server. The range is 2 to 1440 minutes, with a default of 10 minutes. Please notice that the reporting interval must always be greater than the detection interval. Click Right to save the setting. The detection mode defaults to Auto. In Auto mode, the camera will only detect when the PDR sensor is triggered. You can choose Always On for continuous detection at a set frequency. You can choose the detection interval, ranging from 2 minutes to 1 hour. This interval must be less than or equal to the report interval. In Auto mode, you can adjust the occupancy detection trigger sensitivity, high, middle, low. If the device fails to detect when someone is present, consider increasing the sensitivity. To stop the device from detecting during specific hours, enable hibernate mode and set the start and end times, for example, 22 to 9 o'clock. If your deployment location observes daylight saving time, you can configure it here. This DST setting only affects the device's internal time and will not alter the time reported to your network server. Enable or disable DST using the toggle switch. Then, set the start time and end time for the DST period. Most importantly, set the DST bias. This determines how much faster the device's time will advance during the DST period, typically 1 hour. Illumination collection is enabled by default. Click Fetch to get the current sensor value, and set thresholds for sufficient light and insufficient light to determine bright or dim status. Crucially, set the minimum detection illumination value. The device will stop all detection if the ambient light level drops below this threshold. Enabling data storage allows the device to save data locally, and you can click the history data on the maintenance page to export up to 14 days of this data as a CSV file. Enable data retransmission to guarantee data delivery during network outages, but be aware this feature increases uplink traffic and will shorten the device's battery life. You can change your device's Bluetooth name and password as your needs. Click the threshold on the top. You can set the temperature and humidity alert thresholds. The device will report an alert if the data falls outside the set range. We have completed the part about detection settings. The last topic is device maintenance settings. The device maintenance page lets you reset or restart and upgrade the device. You can download the product firmware from the Milesight official website. Click the Upgrade button and import the firmware to wirelessly upgrade the device via Bluetooth. Click Restart to restart the device. Click Reset to restart the device to factory defaults.